So you want to kill the Dragons of Nightmare? Man, you crazy mother... How do we kill these dragons? All 4 dragons share a list of the same abilities, and each individual dragon has some individual unique abilities as well. Let's go over the abilities all the dragons share. Seeping Fog summons 2 clouds of dream fog that will chase random players around the dragon and put them to sleep for 4 seconds. Noxious Breath deals 3,000 damage and applies a 30-second dot that increases cooldowns on all abilities by 10 seconds and inflicting 350 to 450 nature damage every 3 seconds. The dot attack can stack up to 6 times. The main tank should be the only one who is affected by this. Alright? Third ability, Tail Sweep, inflicts 925 to 1,075 damage on enemies in a 30-yard cone behind the dragon, knocking them back. Please don't stand near the tail. Fourth ability, Summon Player, teleports the player who has the most aggro in front of the dragon if the player tries to run out of combat. So normally, when you over aggro, the boss turns around and is like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And runs after you. This dragon is like, nah, motherfucker. Come here. Let's have a talk. Right? You know, mano to mano, face to face. And then it's over. Fifth ability, Mark of Nature. If players are killed by a nightmare dragon, they will be afflicted by a 15-minute debuff called Mark of Nature. If engaging the dragon during this time, they will be slapped for 2 minutes rather than 4 seconds as with the Dream Fog. There is no wipe recovery here. If you wipe, you wipe. Aura of Nature. Pulsing, an invisible pulsing aura that interrupts actions like eating, drinking, and bandaging when close to the dragon. Will trigger the 2-minute sleep when combined with Mark of Nature. Oh, and by the way, all Dragons of Nightmare are also immune to nature damage. Those were just the abilities all the dragons share in common, as they are part of the Emerald Dream. But there are still many abilities that are unique to each dragon. Let's go over those, shall we? Let's start off with Lethon. Lethon has a Shadow Bolt, Whirl, fires 4 sets of Shadow Bolts at everybody on one side of him, then alternates to the other side, dealing 800 to 1200 damage on each volley. His feet will glow. Okay, so you will be warned for this. Second ability, unique ability, Draw Spirit. Everyone within 100 yards of Lethon will be stunned for 5 seconds, and the Spirit Shade will walk out of their body while stunned. Each player will take 600 till 800 shadow damage every 2 seconds. The Shades will walk towards Lethon and will heal him if they reach him. Each Shade will heal Lethon for 15 1,000 health points. The Shades have 500 health. Each are immune to AoE spells. Let's go over Emerus's unique abilities. Number 1, Volatile Infection, a dispellable disease that affects a random target within 100 yards for 2 minutes. This deals 800 to 1100 nature damage to the player and all players surrounding him/her every 5 seconds. Dispel that ASAP. That's too much. Corruption of the Earth affects all players in range. 10 seconds Shadow Dot that deals 20% of the player's max health every 2 seconds, so you die in 5 ticks. It cannot be dispelled and has 100-yard range. This needs to be out-healed. Spell number 3, Putrid Mushroom. When a player dies, a putrid mushroom spawns into their corpse. This deals 600 nature damage per second to any surrounding player. 600 per second. Let's go over the unique abilities of the third dragon, Terrar. First spell, Bellowing Roar. A massive roar frightens all enemies within 35 yards of Terrar, fearing them for 4 seconds. Second spell, Arcane Blast. Blast an enemy with arcane magic, inflicting normal damage plus 1,000 to 1,300 and knocking the enemy back. Can knock sleeping players out of the dream fog. Third spell, Summon Shades of Terrar. 3 smaller dragons of equal melee strength are summoned. Terrar banishes himself and cannot be attacked during this time. Once all the shades are dead, Terrar's banish ends. Terrar will also unbanish himself and continue to fight along with any remaining shades if they are not killed fast enough during his own banish. Notice that since Terrar will not refresh it when banished, Noxious Breath will eventually fade when fighting the shades. The shades have 66,000 health points each, and they also have 2 abilities. So let's go over those abilities. Poison Cloud periodically spawns a stationary poison cloud at the shade's feet, inflicting 350 nature damage to nearby enemies every second for 10 seconds. So melee, watch out. And the second spell the shades have is Acid Breath. Inflicts 800 to 1100 nature damage and an additional 150 damage every 3 seconds for 45 seconds to enemies in a cone in front of the caster. Can stack up as much as 99 times. And last but not least, the fourth dragon, Gisandre. And by not least, I mean she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra unique abilities to watch out for. Ability number 1, Lightning Wave. Lightning bolt that strikes a random target for 400 to 500 nature damage, then arcs to other nearby players. The spell affects up to 10 targets, inflicting greater nature damage to each successive target. So it increases. Second ability. This ability spawns at 25%. Summon Demented Druid Spirits. Summon several druids with low health, 2500 health, that attacks the raid. While easily killed, a spirit will after 10 minutes die by itself. The spirits look like translucent green shining night elves and tauren clads in druid-like armor. It's such an epic fight. Aside from melee, each spirit has 3 abilities. Curse of Thorns gives the target a 50% chance to take 38 to 82 damage on each attack when attacking something. Lasts for 3 minutes. Ability. Moonfire burns the target for 200 to 300 arcane damage and then applies a dot which deals 88 to 100 damage every 3 seconds for 12 seconds. So it's the normal Moonfire. And the third abilities these druids have is Silence, prevents the target from casting spells for 5 seconds. So this is what to expect facing the Dragons of Nightmare. In the next video I will go over each dragon's loot and the loot that is shared by all 4 dragons, which of the huge loot table is loot that you have to watch out for in phase 4, in combination of course with Black Wing Lair. And thanks for watching this video. Submit a comment if you think I forgot something or have questions, or think I fucking suck at this. Like the video, subscribe, and of course follow me on Twitch. I'll be there daily, playing the game and to hang out. Peace!